Who's the one that lost the child? Okay, that's why I was feeling it. Did you hear me just say that a couple minutes ago? Okay, so we'll get there. Up, heart attack. Finish here, child. Does anybody recognize the name Thomas? Thomas. I feel like I want to shorten it to Tom, but I'm being told he's an older generation, so I know somebody will attach to it. And that could even be a grandfather or an uncle, because sometimes I'll attach to just the first person stepping in, but it may not be the person that's here to communicate. They're just trying to introduce themselves to me, and that's perfectly okay. All right, so we're going to see where else this goes, okay? All right, they're free stepping in. What about the name Catherine? Very clear, Catherine. Older generation. All right. I'm being told it's attached to Thomas. That just means somebody's older generation bloodline's coming through first to bring through that person's loved one, and that's okay. I'll just wait for that. All right, I'm back here. Okay, so you understand how I was saying there was all family here and then a friend? Perfect, good. Were you expecting the friend today? Okay. Okay, perfect. One's name is Tom? Okay, that's why I'm getting it. Okay, because they'll always give me the proper name Thomas, but you called him Tom? Okay, so that's where the Tom is. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm just going to go with it, okay? All right. And who's Thomas to you? That's okay. That's that friend I was feeling. Do you understand it? Remember how I said there's all family here and then there's a friend? And I kept getting Thomas and I get Catherine. And they kept saying to me, Thomas and Cat. Were you guys listening to me at all? Didn't I just say Thomas and Catherine? And okay, so Catherine is attaching to Thomas, and he keeps saying to me, call me Tom, but they'll always give me their proper name. You guys are so funny. I'm like, okay, I know I'm getting this 100%. I know this is clear. It doesn't matter. Was he a childhood friend?
Yeah, when I was young.
Okay, that's a childhood friend to me. That's just the way they give it to me, that he was a childhood friend. And are you still connected to his family? Because he keeps saying to me, today is about saying hello to her, but I need my family to know. Meaning that he wants them to know that he's at peace. He's standing right beside me. He's saying, he's telling me to call him Tom. Okay. Is that what you called him? Perfect. Perfect. Wonderful. Good. Who's the car accident, Sweet Pea? Who's the car accident? Hold on a minute. Who recognizes the car accident? Because I'm getting really, really loud screeching tires. Went on impact. Okay, give me just one moment because I felt like I was going to be pulled to them next, but it could be that there's people already lining up for who I go to next time. Is that the child for you? That's the child. Okay, good. Very well could be that they piggyback. Okay, very well could be they. Okay, very well could be that they start to piggyback off of each other, okay? I'm going to start with him. He makes me feel like he's a jokester. I'm just going to listen to him for a minute or two. And then who is Catherine for both of you? Okay, do you understand it? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to leave it for just a moment, okay? Okay, good. Who are you still connected to in the family? Who are you still connected to in his family? Do you understand? Okay, good. Wonderful. So what happened, my guide said, is I was feeling an older generation Catherine over here, but they had to do that to give me the name to then attach to his daughter. Do you understand it? Because it's a double validation. Just like I'm going to be piggybacking it right here when I start to go to some of these car accidents. All right? But I'm going to listen to him first because he's saying to me, Tara, it's been a while. Tara, it's been a while. And he's saying to me, you were always a good friend. He makes me feel like you were very close. It wasn't an acquaintance. You were very good friends. Do you understand it? Okay. Were you close to his wife and children as well? Because he's saying to me that you're close to the family as well. Okay. Are you connected to them too, honey? Okay, because I feel like I want to stare at you as well. And how did you know him? Okay. So whatever I say to the two of you, I feel like it's for both of you to remember. Do you understand? Because they're saying to me there's that connection still as well. Do you understand it? Okay, wonderful. All right, so I'm just going to listen to him for a minute. He keeps saying to me his wife has not been the same. But that's been the hardest on the children. Do you understand it? Good. And there's 3 daughters. Oh, he just keeps saying to me, they've gotten so big. They're all so beautiful. He said, we won't discuss my one daughter because she's trouble. I don't know what that's about, but I think you understand it. Because I feel like it's personal. Do you understand? He said, she's the one that gives me the most trouble even from here, because I always have to be in the car watching over her. Do you understand it? Okay, perfect, as long as you understand it, because that just cracked me up. And he's laughing about it, because he thinks it's funny. But you understand it, so that's okay, okay? Because when we get into personal things like that, that's kind of where I go, I just kind of put my wall up, so as long as you understand it. And he makes me feel like I want to do this. That's how he's making me feel. Like, he's just like, I don't know what to do with her. Meaning he's loving her and supporting her from the other side. But he's saying to me, my other 2 daughters are completely different than she is. Do you understand it? Okay. But he's saying to me, I love all of them so much. Meaning that he's watching over all his children. That's all it is, okay? So I'm just going to listen to it, because I feel like he still wants to talk about this daughter that he's like in the vehicle with all the time. But he's saying to me, it's necessary. Do you understand why? Okay, good. She's kind of gotten lost along the way. She's done some things that she shouldn't have done. And I can see the struggle that she has, and I see the trouble that she's been in. But I want her to know that I love her. And he's saying to me, part of this started after the passing. Do you understand it? Okay. So it's his way of acknowledging that he's doing anything he can to love her and support her from where he is, that he sees what's going on with her. And he's also saying to me that part of it is a reflection of some of the stuff that she's had to go through since her saying goodbye to him. Do you know what I mean by that? Okay. Who's Chris? He keeps saying, tell Chris I said hello. Were they friends? Were they friends? Okay. He just said, tell Chris I said hello. And they were friends? Perfect. Just means that there's something that's going on in his life and that he's watching over him as well besides the children. Did that just shock you that I said that? Because he said, she's trying to figure out how you know all this. And she doesn't understand how you just gave his name. Do you understand? All right, so I'm just listening to what he's saying, okay? He just, what's with the motorcycle? I'm gonna leave that for a minute because someone behind him's riding a motorcycle and that could be someone else in the room, so I'm gonna leave it. Someone keeps making me feel like I'm gonna get on a Harley. All right, I'm gonna leave that for a minute because that might be somebody else. Do you recognize it? Do you recognize the motorcycle? Huh? What'd you say?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave that for just a moment until he explains it to me, but I can hear the revving. He's making me feel like I'm going to get on a go-go ride. So I'm just going to leave it for a minute. Okay. He's saying to me you did not expect him today. That you weren't thinking that he would be the one to step in. Do you understand it? Okay. It's his way of acknowledging that he's saying thank you to you for passing the information to the ones that are still here, that he's at peace and that he loves them, and that he wants them to know that he's at peace and that he continues to watch over them. Okay? That's what it's about. He's saying to me most people called him Tom, but some people called him Tommy when he was younger. So it's his way of giving me the second version of the name, even though I know the proper name is Thomas, and that's okay. Please tell my girls how much I miss them and that I love them. And I don't want them to think that I'm missing out on anything in their lives, and I need them to know that I'm going to continue to watch them grow. and I'm going to be there for everything they go through in their life. Okay? He's going to pull his energy on. I'm going to lose him for just a minute. They make me feel like I need to shift to somebody else, but I might be coming back here because there's other people here that want to talk, I know. But they want to make sure I can get to some of the children that are trying to come through as well. Okay? Who lost the daughter? Who lost a daughter? Daughter lost a daughter? Okay, that's it. Because all he keeps saying to me is, all the words I keep getting are, the daughter's with me, the daughter's with me. Do you understand it? So it's just his residual when he's stepping out, because he keeps saying to me, the daughter's with me. So that needs to go to his daughter, that grandbaby is with him. Do you understand? Okay. Because he's saying to me, besides them knowing that he's there, and the one girl that's having some issues with her life, that he's watching over what's going on with that they need to know that baby is with him. Okay? He just said to me, tell her I'm going to take the best care of her. Let her know that she's with me. He's saying to me it's going to give her such peace because she's had a really hard time with the loss of the baby. Do you understand it? Which daughter is this for him? As he wasn't telling me, so that's why I just asked. He's stepping out. Okay. I feel like I'm done there. All right, I'm asking who's stepping in next. I'm asking if it's going to be the dad with the heart attack, or I'm going to start to come to the child with the car accident.